Smooth, suave, and so delicious. Meow Mix presents the graviest hits collection. Real passion inspired by real gravy-filled kibble. Order now to get this smooth, suave remix. Herbs guaranteed. Meow Mix Gravy Bursts. The only one cats ask for by name. To add Meow Mix Gravy Burst to your cart, just say Alexa add to cart. That's Alexa add to cart. When I damaged my car, I was worried it could be a long process to take care of, like a landscaper's first day trimming a hedge maze.
I've definitely already been here.
But the Geico app let me file a claim in under 2 minutes.
It feels good to get help quick. It feels good to Geico.
This summer, Florida residents can buy a day and get a second day free on a one-day park-to-park promo ticket to Universal Studios Florida and Universal Islands of Adventure. Restrictions apply. Get details at universalorlando.com.
With the American Express Platinum Card, I can unlock experiences like no other. Since I'm always booking my next trip, I love that I can earn points on travel. Plus, I get a Resi benefit, so you know I'm hitting the restaurants everyone's talking about. And you can find out your welcome offer after you apply, which could be as high as 175,000 points. For experiences like no other, there's nothing like Platinum. Learn more at americanexpress.com/explore-platinum. Terms apply.
Fun streaming has become a dream. Don't forget, super strong and swift, all speed, no sweat. JTU.
Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability, service in select locations only.
For a one-time email and push notification from Amazon with details about Quantum Fiber, just say, Alexa, send more info. That's Alexa, send
the American Express Platinum Card, I can unlock experiences like no other. Since I'm always booking my next trip, I love that I can earn points on travel. Plus, I get a Resi benefit, so you know I'm hitting the restaurants everyone's talking about. You can find out your welcome offer after you apply, which could be as high as 175,000 points. For experiences like no other, there's nothing like Platinum. Learn more at americanexpress.com/explore-platinum. Terms apply.
Slow loading screens and pixelated scenes.
With quantum fiber speed, you're finally free.
Into you, the queen of screens. Quantum Fiber's love is true. To you. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability, service in select locations only.
For a one-time email and push notification from Amazon with details about quantum fiber, just say, Alexa, send more info. That's Alexa, send.
Ay, Dios. Vamos a salir a otra casa, no vas a quedarte en el cielo otra vez. Ya lo vas a descubrir. De hecho, llevamos a Allison a un video diferente. No es cierto. Ya vi el supermercado y yo sé lo que hay en ese lugar. ¿Refieres al supermercado donde 4 personas tienen que comerse toda la comida para ganar $1 millón? Sí. Tal vez te quedes los próximos 5 días. No es cierto. Me está abriendo la puerta. ¿Cómo están, muchachos? Traje a 2 amigas. Hola. Hola. Para empezar, Sky, ¿me prestas tu mano? Sí. Mientras grabamos su video del supermercado, también tenemos un video en el que cada 5 días Alice encadena un juego desconocido. Entonces vas a traer a alguien más a ver si tenemos televisión. Ok. Sky, eres libre, ya puedes salir del supermercado. Cuídate. Ay, chicos. Acércate, Alison. Puedes preguntarles lo que quieras. Vas a esposarte a uno de estos 4 mujeres los siguientes 5 días en este supermercado. Y, estando aquí, puedes ayudarnos a comer. Eso, Jesús. ¿Quién aquí no quiere quedarse por los 150,000? ¿Para qué me tienes? 150,000, no de Yo haría $125,000. O sea que no le robarías el dinero, supuesto que no. ¿En serio? Creo que nadie aquí lo haría. Alguien habla mucho, ¿quién es el más ruidoso? Yo hablo bastante. ¿Qué opinas de Juan? Estás muy callado, ¿qué piensas tú? Estoy tranquilo. Ok, Jackson, entonces dinos, ¿a quién eliges? Voy a elegir a Juan. Juan. No.
This summer, Florida residents can buy a day and get a second day free on a one-day park-to-park promo ticket to Universal Studios Florida. Universal Islands of Adventure. Restrictions apply. Details at universalorlando.com. There's nothing like it. Well, find out your website. We want to find out your option. Every season has a story told in from low full just as sure as Sportstop colors and color. The professional quality Upland Health licenses are being three-step bonding system and leaves you with vividly healthy looking hair. From natural there's a color to match your stories this season. Sportstop Carrot and Color. What story will you tell? Shop for Carrot and Color today.
Well, what's happening? What happening? Just got open. I'm expecting. Nobody's here to listen to me, and I don't give a shit. Market just opened. I'm expecting. I want a wick right here. You see how there's no wick down here? I want to see a wick form down here. Let's go. Which one? Why not? Oh, it's my daily loss thing gone. Crazy. Oh wow. What a wick. What a wick.
was 3 bands right there if you want them. What's that for? Another account. Hmm. Quick little hind, puta behave. Under down the drain. I was like trying to see a boom, boom down here. Unless this bitch just wants to like, bro, fucking nasty ass day. Should we stay away from this nasty ass candle? Most likely. No, look, like high time frame. This little beep. It's crazy, honestly. No confluence right here. Bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. The fuck. Broke over the range. Looking for shorts. Wow. Bro, the candle literally has like a flat bottom. Literally has a flat bottom.
Smokey the Bear. Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you've had dinner. Remember, please be careful. It's the least that you can do.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at smokeybear.com. And remember,
Home can prevent wildfires.
brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
This summer, Universal Orlando Resort presents twice the thrills, twice the adventure, and twice the fun. Because right now, Florida residents can buy a day and get a second day free on a one-day park-to-park promo ticket to Universal Studios Florida and Universal Islands of Adventure. Restrictions apply. Get details at universalorlando.com.
Hun.
My name is Phoebe.
And I'm Larry.
With Ring, we stopped a break-in on my phone. I got an alert and there were some suspicious guys looking in our house. I hit the siren, they took off.
Shop new 4K cameras and doorbells at ring.com.
Maybe you're watching podcasts on your lunch. Maybe you're listening while running off the calories. Either way, Amazon Music's got you. Watch or listen with video podcasts on the Amazon Music app.
Instantly upgrade your TV with the new Fire TV Stick HD. Crisp picture, smoother performance, faster loads, no cord clutter. Now with the all-new Alexa Plus, Fire TV Stick HD. Find what you're looking for. Any experience is made with content. For subscriptions may be required.
I'll go for it. Now let's try it one time. See if it works. It's just like, to me, this candle is butt fuck crazy right now. Like, it doesn't make no fucking sense, honestly. What is it, we going to 30,000? It's like, no fucking way, bro. It just, like, doesn't make any sense. I was straight up, it was not like, fuck. Actually. Oh, bitch. This is crazy. Crazy. Think about it. Wow. Cannot believe it, bro. It's just like a straight up long shot forever. What is going on? Peter, good morning. Give me news.
Here's your news. In NPR.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. President Trump says there will be a meeting tomorrow in Qatar. Writing online this morning, Trump said the meeting was at Iran's request. The possibility of a meeting between the U.S. and Iran seemed shaky this weekend. That's as Iran fired at two neighboring Gulf nations and on two ships in the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. struck sites in Iran. An aftershock has rattled Venezuela today, days after double earthquakes killed over 1,400 people. Tens of thousands of others are missing. There's not enough heavy equipment to lift tons of rubble to help rescuers search for trapped people. NPR's Ada Peralta is in Venezuela's capital, Caracas, and says there's not enough aid from the government.
There's a lot of anger and a lot of resignation, and you see that in that people are walking through half collapsed buildings trying to take couches out and their couches out, their refrigerators out of these buildings, knowing that it could collapse at any minute, but they feel like they're not going to get any help, so they have to get what they can out of these buildings.
NPR's Ada Peralta reporting. In the U.S., the National Weather Service says more than 60 million people are under heat cautions today. From member station WDET, Quinn Kleinfelter reports a massive heat dome will
awesome.
blister much of the central and eastern U.S. this week.
Forecasters say high pressure will trap extreme heat under a dome of air, causing temperatures to soar into the mid to upper 90s at least. Add in the humidity, and it will feel like it's well above 100. National Weather Service meteorologist Andrew Arnold says it will affect states from Michigan to Maryland.
So the center of the heat dome is going to settle right over the Ohio Valley. For the most part, the overall ridge itself is covering a good portion of Central and Eastern America.
Arnold says it will be so hot, it will stay hot even during the evening hours. For NPR News, I'm Quinn Kleinfelter in Detroit.
To celebrate America's 250th birthday, this year's July 4th fireworks show in Washington, D.C. will be supersized. NPR's Bill Chappell reports it'll use about 851,000 fireworks, enough to set a new Guinness World Record.
This year's fireworks show on the National Mall will stretch beyond the mall.
There are actually 10 firing locations.
That's Pyrotechnico CEO Stephen Vital, whose company is putting on the big show. Some fireworks will be launched from barges in the Potomac River. The show will last 40 minutes, more than twice as long as usual, and it will start later, around 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Vital says he's using fireworks from all over.
We've sourced products from around the world to make this special and unique, particularly some great products out of Spain, Italy.
He says he wants to create memories of a beautiful show that will last a generation. Bill Chappell, NPR News.
And you're listening to NPR News from Washington. The U.S. Supreme Court is scheduled to release new opinions today. Some of the outstanding cases include President Trump's demand to limit birthright citizenship, a core part of the 14th Amendment. Another case includes his demand to fire a sitting governor of the Federal Reserve, Lisa Cook.
Wow.
The Wimbledon Tennis Championship is underway today, with two legends of the games returning to the court. NPR's William Jones has more.
It was almost 3 decades ago that Serena Williams made her Wimbledon debut. At the age of 44, the 23-time Grand Slam singles champion is back in action after securing a wildcard entry. Williams has been away from the sport since 2022, but says the invitation to compete in the singles at the All England Club was a chance too good to miss.
I thought, well, I should really take this opportunity. Who knows if I'll ever make it here again? This could be it.
Williams will play her first round match against Australian Maya Joint tomorrow, and she'll pair up with her sister Venus Williams in the women's doubles. That's a tournament they last won together 10 years ago. William Jones, NPR News.
European science officials say they're closing down a huge particle accelerator for upgrades. It's called the Large Hadron Collider, and scientists use it to smash small particles together to discover mysteries about physics. Now, the European scientists say they've completed their latest round of testing. They're going to strengthen the particle collider in hopes of unlocking more information about cosmic unknowns, such as dark matter. This is NPR.
Want to hear this podcast without sponsor breaks? Amazon Prime members can listen to NPR News Now sponsor-free through Amazon Music. Or you can also support NPR's vital journalism and get NPR Plus at plus.npr.org. That's plus.npr.org.
This message comes from Odoo. If you are currently overpaying on software to run your business, remember this number, 10,000. That's the number of new businesses that join Odoo per month. Join Odoo today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. President Trump says Iran has requested a meeting. Writing online last hour, Trump says it will take place tomorrow in Doha, that's in Qatar. The talks had seemed to be on shaky ground this weekend after Iran attacked two ships in the Strait of Hormuz and fired on two U.S. allies in the Gulf region. The U.S. fired on Iran. NPR's Carrie Kahn has more.
It was a tense weekend in the Gulf with back and forth attacks. Iran says the U.S. is violating the Memorandum of Understanding signed this month to hash out a permanent end to the war. Iran insists it retains control of the vital Strait of Hormuz and objects to a new route established by the UN's International Maritime Organization. Iran fired on two ships transiting along that route. That drew a strong U.S. military rebuke with airstrikes in Iran. Throughout the weekend, Iran launched missiles at Bahrain and Kuwait, which have large U.S. military bases. Carrie Khan, NPR News, Tel Aviv.
Venezuela's government says well over 1,400 people have been killed by last week's double earthquakes. Tens of thousands of people are still missing. There isn't enough heavy equipment to help lift tons of rubble to free people trapped in building wreckage, and time is running out. Officials in Colorado say 3 wildland firefighters were killed fighting a blaze near the Utah border on Saturday. 2 other firefighters were seriously hurt. From Colorado Public Radio, Stina Sieg has more.
In a statement, Governor Jared Polis said he's, quote, devastated by the loss of 3 heroic firefighters who died in the line of duty. He expressed his solidarity with their families and crew members. 5 firefighters and a federal crew deployed their fire shelters Saturday as they battled a blaze near the Utah border. Only 2 survived, both with serious injuries. For NPR News, I'm Stina Sieg in Grand Junction, Colorado.
A Trump administration program to build new kinds of nuclear power is reaching a critical deadline. NPR's Jeff Brumfield reports on efforts to get the reactors running.
Last year, President Trump announced he wanted 3 new experimental nuclear reactors up and running by this July 4th. Reactors that use a different kind of fuel.
Do you remember gobstoppers? Are you familiar with what that looks like?
Rita Baronwall is chief nuclear officer at a company called Radiant. The new spherical fuel looks like a nuclear gobstopper. It can resist meltdowns. But to get the reactors running, as NPR has reported, Energy Department officials slashed hundreds of pages of safety and environmental requirements. Despite those cuts, Baronwall says the new reactors are safe.
I feel that everyone is operating with safety first and foremost on their mind.
So far, 2 companies have already turned on their reactors. She says she hopes to have Radiance powered up by the end of the summer. Jeff Brumfield, NPR News.
This is NPR. The U.S. Supreme Court is scheduled to release new opinions today. Some of the remaining outstanding cases include President Trump's demand to limit birthright citizenship. That's a core part of the 14th Amendment. Another case includes the president's demand to be able to fire a sitting governor of the Federal Reserve, Lisa Cook. Telecommunications and media company Comcast says it's going to split into 2 publicly traded companies. Comcast will spin off its media and entertainment businesses, including NBC, and its European media properties. The other company will have Comcast's cable, wireless, and business services wing. Comcast says the split should take about a year to complete. Hollywood is in the middle of a hot streak. NPR's Bob Mondello has details.
This summer always looked promising with Toy Story 5 and Devil Wears Prada 2 on the menu.
That's not what you're wearing today. That's all.
But no one expected low-budget horror flicks, Obsession and Backrooms, and the Michael Jackson biopic Michael to contribute another $600 million.
I believe in music. It can change the world.
This year is currently running about even with 2019, when Avengers Endgame was supercharging ticket sales.
Oh, that's why you can
summer,
hear me.
Spider-Man Brand New Day, Christopher Nolan.
Can you hear me? Yes. Yes. Yeah, you can.
The Odyssey and Minions and Monsters. Some observers predict the North American box office will top $10 billion this year. One caveat, in dollar terms, that's pre-pandemic levels, but ticket prices have risen, so it's still fewer people. Bob Mondello, NPR News.
You're listening to NPR.
This message comes from Total Wine and More. America is turning 250. Time to celebrate. At Total Wine and More, find beer, wine, and spirits at the lowest prices. Spirits are not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
This message comes from Capital One. With the Spark Cash Plus card, you earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase for your business. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/SparkCashPlus. Terms apply.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. Venezuela's government says at least 1,450 people have been killed in last week's double earthquakes. Tens of thousands of others are missing. Large buildings have collapsed, and there's a lot of rubble. Rescue teams are trying to find people who are still trapped. NPR's Ada Peralta is in Caracas, the Venezuelan capital.
What I saw was just a couple of dozen family members climbing through the rubble and They were just picking random places to dig. And then at times the smell of death would get stronger and they would dig faster. And I mean, look, there are helicopters in the air and there's backhoes, and the Venezuelan government has deployed the military and the police, and a bunch of foreign countries have sent rescue crews here. But there's just not enough of that.
NPR's Ada Peralta in Caracas. Russian President Vladimir Putin says his forces will fight on in Ukraine. Putin is reacting to a Ukrainian offer for both sides to end long range strikes. NPR's Charles Maines reports from Moscow.
In an interview on state television, Putin painted the Ukrainian proposal to limit attacks as one of desperation, saying Kyiv needed to reinforce depleted troops along the front. Russia's military, Putin said, was finally on the verge of taking full control of 4 regions of Ukraine the Kremlin initially claimed to annex back in 2022. To a degree, Putin acknowledged the toll of Ukrainian drone attacks on Russia's energy infrastructure. Despite nationwide gas shortages, Putin insisted the situation was far from critical. He also said Russia was working to improve its air defense systems against drone attacks, even as Ukraine carried out weekend strikes on a key defense factory and several oil refineries. Charles Maines, NPR News, Moscow.
Extreme heat will cover a majority of the U.S. through the July 4th weekend. NPR's Chandelice Duster has more on the heat wave that will affect millions.
The National Weather Service says several days of dangerous heat will linger across the U.S. through the July 4th holiday weekend. Parts of Iowa, Missouri, and Kansas are under extreme heat warnings. High temperatures in the 90s to low 100s combined with humidity can make temperatures feel like 115 degrees. National Weather Service forecaster Brian Putnam says those gathering outdoors should remain cautious at night because there may be little relief from the heat.
We're particularly concerned just with the higher amount of outdoor activity. People just want to get out and celebrate, and it's going to be potentially dangerous. It's a significant heat wave.
Officials are warning people to limit time outdoors, stay hydrated, and remain in air-conditioned areas. Chandelice Duster, NPR News.
Meanwhile, there are scores of wildfires, mostly burning in the west. Several blazes have limited or no containment. 3 Colorado firefighters were killed Saturday as they worked on a blaze near the border with Utah. This is NPR. President Trump has picked a former Oklahoma State trooper as his nominee to lead immigration and customs enforcement. Lance Schroyer is a top advisor to Homeland Security Secretary Markwayne Mullin. The agency says Schroyer is already overseeing coordination of immigration enforcement. New federal data show that 5 million people have dropped their insurance under healthcare.gov. This comes after premium costs doubled on average this year for enrollees. The World Cup has now arrived at the knockout stage. Canada began yesterday by defeating South Africa 2-1. NPR's Jasmine Garst explains any team that loses goes home.
From here on out, there is no such thing as a game ending in a draw. If after a 90-minute game the teams are even, they play an extra 30 minutes. If they're still tied after that, the game goes to penalties. And if after all that they are still drawn, it becomes sudden death. If Team A misses a penalty and Team B makes the next one, Team B gets to stay. Here is Team USA striker Folarin Balogun talking about what this moment means.
It's crunch time, it's knockout football, and you lose, you go home. So this is the stage where, in my opinion, the big players step forward.
31 teams are still left, including the USA, who plays Bosnia and Herzegovina on Wednesday. Jasmine Garst, NPR News, Houston.
There are 3 World Cup games set for today. Brazil plays Japan, Germany will play Paraguay, and Morocco will play the Netherlands. This is NPR.
This message comes from Granger, offering professional grade products, easy reordering online, and 24/7 support, helping procurement managers keep buildings running so people can keep working. Call, click, or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the last story.
You hold for a second. Computer, play lo-fi.
Here's a station you might like, Lo-Fi Hip Hop Radio on Amazon Music.
Not one. I was down 300, so this is actually wait, y'all, it doesn't make sense what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to scalp my way into the long. Okay, whenever this bitch hits, when it smash, it's gonna be a smackers. Smackers. Come on, you feel like a motherfucker. There you go, bitch. Be a good bitch. There you go, bitch. Be a good bitch. No, man, I didn't give me the entry. I'm trailing too hard. Trailing too hard. Okay. I'm like trying to get in. Hey, take my ass, bro. All this shit. Waiting for it obliterated. And I just, that's what you think. Just wait for a second.
Fidelity active ETFs have the flexibility to shift and transform as markets do the same. So instead of just riding an index, they can seek to outperform it by adapting to market conditions and pursuing new opportunities as they emerge. And while you get the potential outperformance of an actively managed fund, you can still buy and sell it on your terms, just like any other ETF. Markets can change in real time. Make sure your ETF can too. Learn more at fidelity.com/active ETFs. Before investing in any exchange-traded fund, you should consider its investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Contact Fidelity for a prospectus, an offering circular, or if available, a summary prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully. While active ETFs offer the potential to outperform an index, these products may more significantly trail an index as compared with passive ETFs. ETFs are subject to market fluctuation and the risks of their underlying investments. ETFs are subject to management fees and other expenses. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Got kind of carried away, didn't I? I'm gonna stop. I'm just like clickety clacking. What time is it? 10:11. Still got an hour to go. And I'm not trading bad. I'm just like smashing buttons for no reason. Macros are cheap. You know what's up in? And I'm gonna put my stop as soon as this thing breaks. Stops. Or I'm gonna have to fuck it. Mm-hmm. Good. Try that bitch harder than ever. I'm gonna truly beat Norby and Eber. Waves. Thanks. This has been honestly super moderate trading on my part. This has not been no balls to the walls. This has been, oh my god. Oh. Kill the fucking family, yo.
Booking.com is the easiest way from those who young names instead surrounded by nature. Vegetables. Come on, it's easy. Booking.com. Yeah.
For a one-time email and push notification from Booking.com, just say, Alexa, send more info. That's Alexa, send more info. With my Amex Blue Cash Preferred Card, I can earn 3% cash back on transit. A morning bus to Pilates? That's cash back. Catching the train to meet my roommates for brunch? Cash back again. Rideshare to and from my museum date? Yeah, cash back. And that's just the start. From taxis to parking, tolls, and more. Earn on transit to and from your everyday activities with a Blue Cash Preferred Card. Learn more about card membership at americanexpress.com/explore-BCP. Terms apply.
I started the doom scroll thing. Oh, not yet though. You see this? Not yet. Still gotta wait. See how this daily doesn't have a wick, bro. This looks like it, but it's not. Nice little pullback. And trade. This one gonna trade. This one gonna trade. This one gonna trade. This one gonna trade. That first break even, John. That would have been all that bitch. See, I'm good like that. I'm good like that. I just need to fucking do the thing, you know? I need some, I don't know. I need some cojones. Necesito cojones. I need cojones. Let's do some chops. Do some chops. Bitch. Let's do some chops, bitch. Uh, since last night, I've been saying this bitch needs a wick. Nah, dumbass me was trying to long this bitch. See, but my first day was a short pops. Short pops. Long this bitch. And why did I not launch? This is good. What is the wick? Was that it? That was it. Oh fuck. It literally created like a wick. Like a wick, bro. So un mixito. Y ahora dice, vamos para la luna. ¿Tú me entiendes? I've been calling this out since last night, but I didn't do it. I didn't play it. Today's gonna end like flat as fuck. How the hell do I use Discord for this shit? So I started short here, a little long there. Wait, I'm not even showing you shit. Short here, little long here, little long here, little long here. Then short, and then I start trailing super hard. So I'm pretty sure I won all of these. See, won that one, won three, these three, won this one. So I ended the day up $646. Technically made a thou. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. You see how hard I was trailing? Okay. My profits are tiny. But oh well. It's okay. I gotta let my dog out. He's like semi barking and doing his shit. So I'm gonna toodle motherfuckers. I'm gonna leave you to it with some music on here. I'm gonna make this viewable. Am I supposed to be hiding my account numbers and shit? I don't know. I don't care. Really?
With my Amex Gold card, I can get up to $120 in Uber Cash each year when I add my card to my Uber account. So whether I'm brunching with friends or ordering Uber Eats, Amex Gold helps make the most of Uber in the U.S. Learn more at americanexpress.com/explore-gold. Terms apply.
With Squarespace, you can turn any idea into a reality. That means that when you make a website with Squarespace, you can turn your solo birdwatching walks into a booked out tour seeking the rarest species, or your backyard band practice into sold out shows and sold out merch, and your smoothest ski skills into a slope school for beginners. When you make a website with Squarespace, a website makes it real. Use offer code MAKEITREAL for 10% off your website or domain.
With Amazon Music Unlimited, you can play the perfect music to match your mood, whatever your vibe is. With access to millions of songs on demand and always ad-free, new customers get 2 months to try it free, then pay as little as $6.99 a month. Use automatically. To get started, just say, Alexa, try Amazon Music. Smokey the Bear. Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing. Remember, be careful. It's things that you can do.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at smokeybear.com. And remember,
Only can prevent wildfires.
brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. That song? It's how you feel after your first sip of Olipop. Because with real ingredients, high fiber for digestive health support, and less sugar than traditional non-diet sodas, Olipop tastes like classic soda and gives you more with every sip. Try flavors like strawberry vanilla, cream soda, and more. Shop Olipop on Amazon today. Olipop, the feel-good soda.
Señora, ese le echa son y condimento. Dale, dale, tu pla. Demuestra su talento. Vamos arriba. Ahí va. Dame el traje de ejecutiva. Llegó tu gallo. Este gallo. Qué día más feo. Como que bello, ¿verdad? Pero, o sea, like, beautiful if you actually caught these plays. Like, bam, bam. What is that? Like, Jesus. What was that? Let's say you just caught this one. You just went, yeet, beauty. I was betting for that week, so it was like 2006. Wow. Yo sigo mirando para acá porque yo me veo aquí. No, ¿verdad? Tengo que mirar por aquí. Eso, muchacho. Eso lo voy a hacer. Tengo que aprender a mirar aquí. Mira, yo me voy ya a pagar esta mierda. Acá hacer. 3/4. Praise the Most High. Ew, I just picked another. Hubiese comido more. El estudiante, el estudiante. Windows One win.
Sushi in Tokyo.
Both longs.
Everybody rewarded with gold.
Started shorting at 10.5.
So restaurants worldwide are piling up. Learn more at americanexpress.com/explore-gold. Terms and points cap apply.
Have you ever had to buy a gift for a kid but didn't know where to start?
The Kids Gift Guide on Amazon is an easy and convenient way to